Hey YouTube, Steel Ovan here. Recently, I have been getting more into some Emerson knives. So I've accumulated 3 or 4 new ones that you guys haven't seen yet, and I figured I would do a designated video and show off all of the Emersons that I have at the moment, and tell you guys why I like them. So to start off, you guys have already seen this one. This is the Emerson Ski and Do. Threw this bead on there, the lanyard on there, and restitch the sheath on it. So I like this one because mostly I like the design. Very lightweight. The finish is very simple on it, but I still think it looks good. Ergonomics are good for a very small knife. And also I do like the chisel ground edge. Most of, actually all of these Emersons have chisel ground edges, but V ground bevels on them. That's just the way I like them. I'm not into the chisel ground primary bevels, but I do actually find it nice and easy to sharpen a chisel ground secondary. I also like this one because it's a Ski and Do design, and it is made in America. My heritage is Scottish and Irish, so I appreciate the heritage of this design, yet also I am an American, I live in America, so I appreciate that it is made in America. So there's that first guy. That's 154 cm blade steel, just like all of the production Emerson knives that I know about. This next one, this is an Emerson design. This is not a Emerson production knife. This is the ZT460. I did a modification mania on it fairly recently. It's got a beautiful hand rub on the blade, oversized Zerk thumb disc, Rit dyed black micarta scales, and a deep carry clip. The blade steel on this is 20 CV. And the reason I like this one, generally speaking, I like slim knives, like this dimension slim. Lengthwise doesn't matter so much, just as long as it keeps this dimension under control. This is a very nice, slim, sleek, tactical folding knife with a sort of sub-frame lock on there, which is neat. Runs on bearings. Correction. This runs on phosphor bronze washers, as you can see in there. Very nice, smooth action. And let me see if I can do it on camera. You can almost, yeah, you can thumb flick it with this little outcropping front flipper. You can't go all the way around, but you can get to about there. And if you give it some wrist, you can get the full deployment. So there's that one. That one's cool. I like that one a lot. I'm going to show you guys something new next. This is another ZT. ZT Emerson designed 620 CF. This has I put an actual Emerson pocket clip on there. CTS 204P for the blade steel. Titanium frame lock. This one I believe is on, yes, this one is on bearings. And I put this awesome marbled carbon fiber scale on there, which is an absolute beaut in my opinion. Not super grippy, but you can see it follows the jimping on there, so there's still some good traction. This knife's discontinued and highly sought after. I put made this 9mm thumb disc for it as well. So that one is another very sweet Emerson design made by ZT. Next up, this is the Emerson Mini CQC8. It's the Emerson Horseman is the actual model name. This is I believe 3.5-inch blade. So as far as most Emersons go, this is a smaller knife. Really good ergonomics. That nice finger choil there really locks your hand in. On all of my Emersons, the grit from the factory on the G10 here is like 120 grit or whatever, and will rip the living crud out of your pockets. So I take sandpaper to that and smooth it right out. It's still grippy when wet, but it doesn't rip up the pockets the same way. I think I took 400 grit sandpaper to most of these. Threw this American flag satin pocket clip on there to match the blade. 154 blade steel like the rest of them. This one's on standoffs. It's one of the newer models. The reason I like this one, I do like the blade shape and the overall look of it. Get that to focus. This wedge is nice. I love the Emerson Wave feature on all of these. It's a fun secondary deployment method that I like. And what really sells it for me on these is the ergonomics. These things fill the hand so well. This curve follows your hand, this deep choil here, and it's got this G10 guard to prevent you from slipping up. All these knives are designed to be really hard used. Titanium liner lock on this one. Super smooth action. No lock stick. Anyone who's experiencing lock stick, just put a little bit of Sharpie on your knife. It goes right away. This one just has the stock thumb disc on it there. That one's super sweet. That one's a new acquisition. Here's another one. This is a Emerson Sheepdog. Once again, just stock pocket clip, took the traction off of it. It's got this peat gray, blue, green titanium thumb disc on it, which I think is sweet. This one runs on bearings. Flips super nicely. No lock stick. So this one's a really cool knife. Like I said before, they're all chisel ground edges with V-ground primary bevels, just how I like them. I don't like the aesthetic of the chisel ground blade and how they're off-centered. So this one, once again, like all the Emersons I have, exceptional ergonomics on it. Same deal, it's got that flipper tab to stop you from sliding forward. Nice palm swell there. Fills the hand really nicely. This ramp provides more traction. You can really lock in there and there. And the Bowie blade shape is just freaking cool. This one's coated 154 cm. And you can see I've used this one, it's wearing in. So that's the Emerson Sheepdog. Really like that one. Another one I'm going to show. This is the Emerson Gentleman Gym. This is very comparable to this ZT here in size. It is possibly a little bit more aggressive in the tip department there. And what I like about this one is that thin profile, yet it also incorporates those Emerson ergonomics. So you have a good location to lock in there, palm swell. Just really great traction plan in the design. That's where I think Emerson excels, is in his designs. 154 cm blade steel coated, stock thumb disc. This is on standoffs, and I threw a Benchmade bug out clip on there because stock it has a lot sticking out of the pocket. I moved it up about 1/4 of an inch, so it's a little more discreet now. I think it matches the style of the knife very well. So this is the Emerson Gentleman Gym. This one's on washers. Very cool knife. Really like this one. Basically, like this 640 with just a better traction plan. I just feel like I can rip on it a lot harder, and with greater amount of safety. So this last one I'm going to show you guys. This is the Emerson Mini Roadhouse. This is a po' boy edition. I forgot who did this po' boy. I bought this on the secondary. But it's that beautiful satin 154 cm blade steel. It's got a oversized thumb disc that's made out of zirconium with these fluting on it. It's got neat G10 for the scales, coated titanium for the bolsters, and this I threw this sweet skull and crossbones Emerson satin clip to match the blade. I like my clips matching my blade for the most part. I just think it looks really clean, ties everything together, at least on the lock side. There's it from the front. Try to get this, see how fine that edge is on there. Previous owner sharpened it on a wicked edge, so I haven't had to mess with that yet. It's got some dings and whatnot. This is the older model of Emerson. This is, I think, 2013. See how it still has this backspacer on it instead of the standoffs. It's also got the liners on here are coated titanium as well. Usually they're satin, like see on a regular model. So that was all part of the po' boy treatment. Liner lock, super smooth, running on bearings. It's a really sweet knife. I like the blade shape on this one, that Tonto with the swedge on there. I'm not usually a big Tonto guy, but in this case I really enjoy it. I just think it looks great. And the overall profile of the knife looks great. Once again, no exception. Awesome, awesome kind of tactical ergonomics on there. Just feels really good. Really locked in there in the hand, which I enjoy. So that was the reason I went for this. These are the Emerson Roadhouse, mini Roadhouse, are hard to find now. So that was another reason I picked this one up. I believe they're discontinued, or at least sold out of pretty much everywhere, except for maybe some serrated models. Also, say no to serrations. My sort of philosophy for serrations is if you're going to go serrated, go full serrated. Don't do a partial. But maybe I'll do another video on that sometime. So, one thing with Emersons, you hear from a lot of people, either you love Emersons or you hate them. There's kind of no middle ground. I'm one of the people that loves Emersons. I think they're sweet. I appreciate the designs and how they're built as a tool. People complain that they're overpriced. If you look at, here's a Hinderer XM18. This thing is about twice the price of an Emerson. And I think for the capabilities of these two knives, an Emerson versus a Hinderer, you're getting every bit as much capability and strength out of an Emerson as you are an XM18. You hear complaints about the lock stick and the quality control. Lock stick is easy to fix. You just have to know how to run a little Sharpie on there. Titanium versus steel that's just one of the byproducts of that. It will stick until it's nicely worn in. If you ever manage to kill your liner lock, like it goes all the way over and is no longer locking the knife, you've worn out the lifetime of it, just send your Emerson knife in and they will fix it for you and put a new liner in it. So that in itself is a huge perk for Emerson knives. Let me just say, I'm not someone who needs a tactical knife. I'm not an operator. I just find these types of knives cool. And I appreciate the aesthetic and the abuse that these things can take. If you want to go look up some other Emerson torture tests, there's some pretty incredible stuff out there they've been put through. So I think they're really a great hard use brand of knives. Yeah, this one's Gentleman Gin's cool. I like this guy a lot. So I think that's pretty much it. What is your guys' favorite Emerson models? Leave me a comment. Which one maybe was your favorite of the ones that I have here, and which is your favorite one? I'd love to hear that and engage with you guys. Also, thank you to the 170 people that are now subscribed to me. That is super awesome. Let's shoot for 1,000. But we're making awesome progress. I really appreciate all of you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.